highlighting history of suburban Sydney with the St Peter's Cooks River History Group.
Our aim is to preserve and promote local history.
We are based at St Peter's in Sydney's inner west.
Campbelltown is one of 4 cities within the Sydney metropolitan area. Once a small historic town, today a suburban sprawl servicing areas of factories and small industries.
Before European settlement, the Campbelltown region was occupied by the Darawal tribe.
By 1809, 34 settlers had received grants in the newly named Minto district. Some of these early settlers were surveyor James Meehan, Macquarie Fields, surgeon Charles Throsby, Glenfield, Dr William Redfern, Campbellfield, Dr Robert Townsend, Varroville, and Richard Atkins, Denham Court.
In 1820, Governor Lachlan Macquarie founded Campbelltown, naming it after Mrs Elizabeth Macquarie, née Campbell.
St Peter's Anglican Church, which opened in 1823, is believed to be the oldest building in Campbelltown. The clock was installed in 1839. Alterations have been made to the original structure. In 1877, the windows were changed to a Gothic design. The tower and roof were heightened. In 1962, the windows were returned to their original box design and the organ gallery restored.
St Peter's Cemetery has been in use since the 1820s. It contains many gravestones of early pioneers.
The Victorian 2-storey rectory built in 1887.
Meadowvale and Beulah were properties owned by the family of explorer Hamilton Hume. His homestead, Brookdale, has been demolished, but the Hume Monument, located between Campbelltown and Appin, stands on the site and commemorates the Hume and Hovell expedition to Port Phillip.
The Fisher's ghost story began in 1826 with the disappearance of ex-convict and local farmer Frederick Fisher. Another ex-convict, George Worrell, was arrested, tried, convicted and hanged for his murder.
In 1826, Campbelltown was laid out according to surveyor Robert Hoddle's plan. The settlement grew slowly until 1831, when residents took possession of town land.
The Forbes Hotel, later named the Federal and Lax, was erected in 1827. It stood on the corner of Railway and Queen Streets until demolished in 1984.
In 1832, a reservoir was built near the town where 2 streams flowed into a natural basin. It had a rammed earth embankment wall. In 1838, the reservoir was reconstructed of stone. It supplied water to Campbelltown until 1888. The remains of this reservoir in Hurley Park are known as the Reservoir, Cattle Tank and Silk Traps. In 1877, construction of the Nepean water supply scheme for Sydney commenced. Water was supplied to Campbelltown from this scheme from 1888 onwards.
From the 1840s, Campbelltown prospered from the growing and milling of wheat. A number of mills were built in the area.
Thomas Rose's Mount Gilead was an extensive wheat farm with a windmill.
Lawrence Kendall's steam-powered mill was at the southern end of the main street. It was built by the uncle of famous Australian poet Henry Kendall and operated from 1845 till 1920. The mill was pulled down in the 1920s, but the attached mill house was renovated as Milby Private Maternity Hospital and became Fisher's Ghost Restaurant in the 1970s.
Kieran's Mill, with its distinctive Wolf Snaps advertisement, was a landmark along the Campbelltown Road. It was built in 1855 and demolished in the 1960s.
In 1840, St Patrick's School opened in Kwangdong, now the location of Campbelltown Visitor Information Centre.
St John the Evangelist Roman Catholic Church was built between 1825 and 1841. It is recognised as the first Catholic church built in Australia. A new St John's Church opened in 1887. The old church became a Catholic secondary school for girls, St Patrick's College, in 1888. In the same year, the Sisters of the Good Samaritan purchased land and weatherboard cottages known as Westview, to establish a boarding school for boys. In 1970, St Patrick's College moved to the St John's Boys' School site.
The historic graves of James and Elizabeth Roos were located in the northwestern corner of St John's graveyard. In 1994 they were moved to Glenalvon Museum, which is located in a house built by Michael Byrne circa 1841.
Alpha House, built in 1842, was originally Patrick's Hotel, then the Coach and Horses Inn. It was also Hammond's Grammar School and about 1860 used as a school of arts. In 1938, demolition of the building commenced to make way for the new Commonwealth Hotel, which later became the Good Intent Hotel. Bricks from Alpha House were used in its construction. The Good Intent was demolished in 1982 to build Campbelltown Mall.
The Farrier's Arms Inn, licensed in 1843, is now occupied by the Campbelltown Crafts Society.
Milestones were installed along Campbelltown Road by the Commissioners of the Road Trust in 1854. The 33-mile to Sydney milestone has been relocated to Mawson Park.
The Southern Railway line, extended to Campbelltown in 1858, led to further development of the area.
St David's Presbyterian Church was completed in 1842. The Manse in 1882.
A congregational church opened in 1859. It was acquired by the Masonic Lodge in the 1950s.
When rust wiped out the local wheat crop in the 1860s, farmers turned to dairying, stock raising and orchards.
The Campbelltown area was one of the earliest districts of the colony used for grape growing. The properties, Barraville, Campbellfield and Eshcol Park, were associated with the development of the Australian wine industry.
In 1874, the Commercial Bank of Sydney began operating out of McGuire's House. It relocated to its own premises in 1881 and remained a bank building until the 1980s.
The first public school opened in 1876. Previously, education was undertaken by church schools and private academies.
In 1881, a state nursery was established on Badgally Road. It supplied free of charge trees, shrubs and seedlings to various institutions around the state. The nursery closed in 1930.
A tramway connected Camden and Campbelltown in 1882. It continued to operate until 1963.
The municipality was proclaimed in 1882. The Sons of Temperance Hall, built in 1862, was purchased by the council. A facade and front offices were added. The building has been used by the Campbelltown Theatre Group since 1980.
A post office building opened in 1883.
There was a major train crash at Campbelltown on the 11th of September 1884. A goods train was derailed as a result of a collision between two locomotives.
In 1889, the courthouse opened. The building was extended in 1966 to provide additional offices. Due to its out-of-character appearance with the original architecture, it has undergone major works which have included restoring the Queen Street facade.
A fire station opened in 1891 with 10 volunteers equipped with a manual hose reel and 1,000 feet of hose. In 1907, the Brigade moved to new premises in Queen Street. Another station opened in 1962 on Broughton Street. 14 years later, the fire station moved once again further up Broughton Street.
A poultry farming scheme was established for World War I returned soldiers. Each settler was provided with approximately 6 acres of land, a timber cottage, equipment and stock to establish a small poultry farm. The intensive nature of poultry farming led to disease problems. By 1927, only 16 of the original 36 settlers were still farming. By 1942, there were only 2 original settlers left.
The Macquarie Cinema was erected on the corner of Queen and Brown Street in 1926. It was built by local doctor William Mawson, largely from the sandstone bricks from the demolished Kendall's Mill. In 1966, the cinema was sold to Skatelands and became a roller skating rink. After being used as storage for Down's department store, it was demolished in 1979.
Bad Gully Homestead was donated to the Maris brothers. St Gregory's Boys' College opened in 1926.
In 1930, Maryfields was gifted to the Franciscan Brothers. On Good Friday, 1936, the friars organised what is believed to be the first major outdoor Via Crucis, or Way of the Cross ceremony, for the Sydney region. The ceremony ceased in 1990. The building has since been demolished.
In 1938, Beverly Park Estate was gifted to the New South Wales Society for Crippled Children by Mr and Mrs Herbert Yates. It was used as a holiday and respite home, a children's orthopaedic hospital and long-term residential care for severely disabled young people. It was sold to the New South Wales Government in 1998. The Beverly Park School, which opened in 1942, still operates on the site. The house that originally provided accommodation is now Lamandra School.
In January 1938, Mawson Park was officially named in honour of Dr. William Mawson, a doctor in the town for 28 years and brother of explorer Douglas Mawson.
In the early 1960s, Campbelltown was designated as a satellite city by the New South Wales Planning Authority. Land surrounding the township was set aside for public and private housing and industry.
The Council Administration Centre opened in 1964. At that time it was the highest building in the town. It was extended in 1982.
Campbelltown Hospital officially opened in 1977. This building is now referred to as Block B of the redeveloped hospital.
MacArthur Square opened in 1979.
The Twin Cinema Complex on Dumaresque Street opened in 1981.
The Campbelltown Bicentennial Art Gallery opened in 1988, now known as the Campbelltown Art Centre, with a sculpture garden, Japanese gardens and tea house.
Today, the modern city of Campbelltown is also the home of many heritage-listed buildings.
Queen Street two-storey colonial houses, one of which was a staging post for Cobb and Company coaches. The 1880s old Campbelltown Post Office, the old CBC Bank, Emily Cottage, old Farrier's Arms, old Fieldhouse Stores, old Town Hall, Bursel's Shop, Railway Hotel, Dredge's Cottage, now a Veterans Recreation Centre, and Martin McGowan's cottage where his family lived for nearly a century.
If you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel. It's free. Coming soon, Neutral Bay, where all foreign vessels would dock. And check out our website, stpeterscooksriverhistory.wordpress.com.